What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Monday, and I hope you had a great weekend. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, taking a look at both the bearish and the bullish case scenario, and I'm going to let you know what I think and where I think we're headed. Also, I want to remind you guys, there's a free Discord group. There's a link to it in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. It's totally free. Awesome community, guys. And there's some other affiliate links down there that really help the channel out and help keep this content free. So anyways, let's get into the video and see what's going on. Alright guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind, it's still a speculative market. Do not put in more than you're willing to lose. And with that being said, if you're new here, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button in the lower right hand side of the screen. Tick the notification bell to get you notified. Make sure you hit the all button. And I do daily updates every single day, so you don't miss out on anything. So make sure you smash the likes and leave your comments. I like to hear what other people's opinions are on where you think the market's going and why. So yeah, leave your comments down there. I'd love to hear them. All right, looking at Bitcoin on the daily. So I've moved my trend lines here, still looking at this as a falling wedge. We've had a lot more touches where I've drawn the line here. So we've been getting a lot of resistance on the top of this line, a lot of support on the bottom line here. Actually, I'm going to tweak that just a little bit. But as you can see, the EMAs here are looking bearish. The 13 is looking to cross the 200 EMA here. I do think we have a little bit more downward movement. I do have a target here at the right around the $8,200 range, and then another one around the $8,080 range. Also, we have this support here at 8,000, which I'm going to show you real quick. Let me get the EMAs. First, we'll go into the 4-hour and just look at the EMAs there. I want to show you guys. As you can see, they've all crossed the 200 and looking to come back down further. We're going to take a look at that in a second, but let's go back to the daily. And I'm going to take the EMAs off here so we can see better. Kind of clear up the chart a little bit. And all right. So looking at this, I have this measured move here. If we measure the widest point of the wedge where I have the line drawn now, and if we were to break out, you know, tomorrow or Tuesday up top, we have this resistance line at the 9,300 range, which was resistance, or was support all the way across here. So support turning resistance right around the 9,300, but that would get us right up to that range, the measured move there. We also have a bigger measured move. We'll take a look at it in the 4-hour, but I do want to take a look at these targets right here. If we were to come down, we may not see this till tomorrow, the 82, and if it took longer, we could within the next couple days, I see us coming down to one of these targets here, and I'll be looking for a bounce there. I want to put the fibs on here real quick so you guys can see. Let me shrink this up, put the fib retracement on here, and actually, you know what, let's go to the 4-hour first to do that. So looking at the 4-hour, same thing here. The falling wedge, I did make these lines the same as in the daily. I know before I had them a little bit different, but I decided to put them in here. And again, let's look at this measured move. Actually, this would be up higher, so we put the measured move over here. Like I said, within the next couple days, if we were to break out here, most likely headed up towards that 9,300, but I do see us going down first. Again, guys, I could be wrong. This is a no trade zone until the support or resistance is broken. That I'd be trading. If you guys are interested in leverage trading, although I do suggest, if you're going to try it, do extremely low leverage at first. Don't get crazy with 100 times leverage and stuff. But I will leave a Bybit tutorial up there, and I have a link below. If you sign up using my link, you get a free $60 bonus. I also have a Prime XBT link down there, another exchange that you get a 35% bonus for signing up. So I do get a little commission off those, so it does help the channel if you guys want to, you know, dabble in trading. But like I said, trading is very risky. I don't advise, you know, if you've never traded before, just to jump in and start trading. Use a very small amount if you're just starting, and yeah, go from there. Let's look at what's going on in the 4 hour. So like I said, up to the 9,300 area is where I see us getting resistance if we're able to break out of this zone. Let's look at my targets down here real quick. This is a measured move. If we measure off of this as a broadening wedge, if we were to break down from here, that gets me to that 8,080 range. Now let me also show you how I got the other target. So like I said, I do see us most likely coming down and hopefully getting a bounce off of one of these. Worst case, the $8,000 range for a bounce. Let's put the fibs on there real quick, and I'll try to make this video pretty short, guys. I also have this measured move, measuring this whole thing as a flagpole and this as a bull flag. That gets us up to around, let's go down a little bit, $11,500 range, which is also old resistance back here and support. So there's some confluence there. I do want to keep in mind this 10.9 area was heavy resistance back here, so I do believe if we get up to this range, we're going to be seeing some heavy resistance also. But until we break, all this is unimportant till we break this. So let's you know what, we didn't look at the daily RSI. I want to do that real quick. That also points to coming down to retest the top of this channel. That points to the downward, you know, the $8,200 to $8,800 range to retest the top of that in the daily RSI. Let's go to the 4 hour RSI. And same thing, I had this channel drawn in here, which we had like a bull trap here, come back down in it. Same thing, I see us coming down to the bottom of this channel, this white channel, or the bottom of this broadening wedge where we have a support line down here. That would most likely be our downward move before our bounce. The other thing I wanted to show you, I'm going to throw the fib retracements on here real quick. Don't forget, guys, too, my wife's webpage is up. I got a link to it below in the description. InkYourImage.com. She has t-shirts, coffee mugs, hats, aluminum signs, a lot of Bitcoin and Litecoin stuff. She could put any crypto you want on there, or family pictures or whatever. Great Christmas gift ideas. There's also, she does hoodies and keychains and some other stuff. You can hit her up in the contact right here and find out all about that. But that's another way to help support the channel, guys. And I appreciate all your guys' support. All right. So I put the fibs on here from the swing low to the swing high. And as you can see right now, we have been trading within the golden pocket. We're actually dropping below it a little bit. And the golden pocket's between the 0.618 and 0.65. So that $8,000 range is 0.786. That's why that's a big deal to me. Like I said, I will be looking for a bounce between that 8,080 and 8,200 range, which would be the bottom of this wedge here. So that's where I'm at with Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Litecoin real quick. Litecoin on the daily, we have a measured move with breakout of this falling wedge, which we have broken out of. And that measured move gets us up to about the $114 range. Also, I have these targets in here, and what I'm looking at now, Litecoin seems to be in this range here, this channel. So if we were to break down out of this channel, my measured move is 46.18, which, guys, that's pretty damn bearish. But we're, like I said, until we break this trend here, which is around the 56.50 range, right in there, I wouldn't be looking for this. Also, we take a measured move of that channel and put it up. That gets us a measured move of, depending on where we break it, it's going to be around $77 to $7,800, or $77 to $78 range. My fault. 200 EMA, that's around the $72 range. I would expect some resistance there. Maybe pop up. If we pop up out of this, get resistance there, come back down, test the top of it before continuing up. Let's look at the RSI and our volume. That's one more thing I wanted to say about Bitcoin in the daily. The volume is like nothing, guys. That is a sign of a big move coming. Our volume is just depleted to nothing. All right, Litecoin, back to Litecoin. Let's look at the RSI. So the RSI in Litecoin, I have this falling channel, which we had the same thing like in Bitcoin, bear trap here, back into it. This is where I'd be looking for a bounce. Let me put this in here. This is where I'd be looking for a bounce on Litecoin in the daily RSI. So I do see more downward move in Litecoin. Same thing here. I do see us continuing down more in this channel. And with the price action in the 4 hour, coming down to that channel would probably be around that $54 range. And that would get us out of this channel. But I do look for a possible bounce here. If we do get a bounce here and this RSI comes all the way down to the bottom of this channel, that's going to be hidden bullish divergence, which would be pretty damn bullish. So the EMAs in here, we are getting resistance from them all right now. But guys, everyone says, you know, when we're getting resistance, it's like we'll never get above. If you pay attention to the markets, we get resistance all the time and then shoot above them. I mean, that's just nature of the beast. So everybody is getting so bearish here. And the more bearish people get, the more bullish I get. All right. So let's look at what I think is going on here. If we put a Fibonacci retracement using this swing low and this swing high, we will put it in there, and as you can see, the targets I have, this is 0.618 at 54.47, which, like I said, in the RSI, whoops, damn, like I said, in the RSI here, could bring us, if we come down to test the bottom of this, that could be around that $54 range. So that would move this trend line, you know, more like this. But as of right now, I'm going to keep it the way I have it. And I'm looking at possible bounce. Actually, my first possible bounce would be off the bottom of this channel around that 56.61 range, which is the 0.5 fib. If that doesn't hold, then I'd be looking for the 54.47 range and most likely a bounce there. Once we do that, we come back up, and if we break the top of this, then we're looking at our higher targets. But remember the measured move here. Let me get this out of the way. As of right now, we are in this range. But remember the measured move down, if we do break out of this, could be as low as 46.18. I'd be looking for bounces at both these targets here, which are fib levels. As of right now, that's all we got with this stuff, guys. We are just in limbo and ranging. Here is Ethereum. Ethereum, same thing. We seem to be in range here. We have 2 touches of resistance, 2 touches of support. And if you guys watch my channel, you know I like my Fibonacci, obviously. My support and resistance. I don't use a whole lot of indicators. I do want to do a measured move, looking at this as a flagpole, this as a bull flag. If we were to break up and out of here, guys, within the next day or so, couple days, 223 would be that measured move. If we measured this just as a triangle, and it does look like a descending triangle, and we'll look at the measured move there. If we were to break up, though, out of it, and then break through the top of this channel, which the top of this channel would be around the $198 range, and the measured move off that would be 211. And just like in Litecoin and Bitcoin, if we broke out of this channel, most likely we'd come down to test it for support before continuing up. And if we look at it as a descending triangle, the measured move of the breakdown of this is around the 154. And as you can see, I put in this trend line on the bottom, this support line, and that actually lines up perfectly with it, with a breakout from here. So that would be my target of the breakdown there, is 154.57. But we can also put the fibs on here from the swing low to the swing high. on that move, and 170 would be the 0.618, 163 would be the 0.786, and like I said, 154.57 is the measured move on the breakdown of that. So yeah, same thing here, guys. We're in this range. You know, you could try to trade this range if you want. Like I said, I'll leave a Bybit link down below. Also a Prime XBT if you want to dabble in leverage trading, which is extremely risky. Be careful. And yeah, my wife's webpage down there too, inkyourimage.com, and some other links down there. I have some hard wallet links down there. Keep your crypto safe, get them off the exchanges. So all that stuff helps support the channel, guys. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. Smash the likes, leave your comment down below, and tick the notification bell to get you notified. I will see you later. Have a great day.